you mentioned
Hello,
wanting to talk
Assalamu
about.
alaikum everyone. Welcome back to another talk session with Cees and Maya. Our my topic today is how to overcome fear and take bold steps in life. Maya, my first question is why do humans experience fear when facing challenges?
Ma alaikum assalam. Hey, everyone. Okay, bold steps. I like that topic. So, why do humans experience fear when facing challenges? It's kind of baked into our biology, honestly. Back in the day, fear was a survival mechanism. Like seeing a saber-toothed tiger, good reason to be scared and run. Now, most of our challenges aren't life or death, but our brains haven't fully caught up. That ancient part of us still reacts with fear to anything it perceives as a threat. Plus, there's the whole psychological side of it: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It's a messy combo. Does that resonate with how you see it?
Yes, you are right. How does fear affect decision making?
Gotcha. Fear really messes with decision making, doesn't it? When you're scared, your brain basically goes into survival mode, and that shuts down the parts responsible for rational thought. You become more impulsive, more likely to focus on short term safety instead of long term goals. It can lead to analysis paralysis, getting stuck because you're too afraid to make the wrong choice, or the opposite, rushing into something without thinking it through. Basically, fear narrows your focus and makes you less subjective. Have you noticed that happening to you when you're facing a tough decision?
What are the most common fears people face in life?
Okay, good question. There are a lot, but some pop up way more often than others. Number one is probably the fear of failure. That's a big one for a lot of people. Then there's the fear of rejection, which really ties into that whole wanting to be accepted thing. Fear of the unknown is huge too. Humans really like predictability. And of course, fear of death is a pretty fundamental one lately, especially with everything going on. You're seeing more people talking about fear of financial insecurity and the future in general. What about you? What do you think are the most common fears?
I think fear of failure, rejection, and financial, all three.
Yeah, that's a potent combo, honestly. A lot of
And
people
my next
struggle with that.
question is how does self-awareness help in overcoming fear?
Okay. Self-emergent. Are you saying self-esteem? Is that what you meant?
Uh,
Just want to make sure I'm
no,
tracking.
I said self-awareness.
Ah, gotcha. Self-awareness. Sorry about that. My audio picked up a little weirdly there. Okay. Self-awareness is huge when it comes to overcoming fear because you can't tackle a fear if you don't even know what's causing it, right? It's about understanding your triggers, recognizing your patterns of thinking, and knowing what makes you tick. When you're self aware, you can start to challenge those fearful thoughts, see them for what they are, often irrational, and develop more helpful coping mechanisms. It's like shining a light on the fear so it loses some of its power. Does that make sense?
Yes. My next question is what role does mindset play in dealing with fear?
Okay, mindset is absolutely critical. Honestly, it's probably 80% of the battle. If you have a fixed mindset, believing your abilities are set in stone, fear can be totally paralyzing. You see challenges as threats to your self worth. But if you have a growth mindset, believing your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, fear becomes more of an opportunity for learning and growth. You see challenges as, well, challenges. You're more willing to take risks, make mistakes, and keep going. It's about reframing fear, not as something to avoid, but as a sign you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Do you lean more towards a fixed or growth mindset, would you say?
Why do people avoid taking bold steps when they want change?
That's a really good question. I think it boils down to a few things. One, change is inherently uncertain, and humans generally don't love uncertainty. Bold steps require leaving the familiar, and that feels scary. Two, there's the fear of failure, which we've already talked about. People worry about what others will think if they try something big and it doesn't work out. And three, sometimes people get stuck in a comfortable routine, even if they're unhappy. It's easier to stay where you are than to put in the effort to change. It's like a cozy prison, maybe? What do you think holds people back the most?
How can small steps help reduce fear?
Okay, this is where it gets practical. Small steps are huge. Trying to leap over a big fear all at once is, well, terrifying. But breaking it down into tiny, manageable steps makes it feel a lot less overwhelming. Each small step you take builds confidence and shows you that you're capable of more than you thought. It's like a snowball effect. Plus, each little win reinforces positive feelings and weakens the fear response. It's way easier to talk yourself into doing something small than something huge, right? Can you think of a big goal you have right now and how you could break it down into some tiny first steps?
My next question is, why
Go
do
for it.
people avoid taking bold? My next question is, how can someone shift from fear-based thinking to growth-focused thinking?
Whoa, okay, two questions rolled into one. Let's
No, answer this
unpack that.
question.
Got it. My mistake. Okay, you're right to keep me on track. Why do people avoid taking risk even when they want change?
No,
A
my
big part of it.
okay,
Oops.
answer this
Sorry.
question. How can someone shift from fear-based thinking to growth-focused thinking?
Ah, okay. My apologies for getting flustered. Right, shifting from fear-based to growth-focused thinking, it's a process, not a light switch. A big thing is challenging those negative thought patterns. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, or what if I fail? Actively reframe it. Turn it into, I don't know how to do this yet, or failure is a learning opportunity. Practicing gratitude can help too, focusing on what you've already accomplished. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who encourage growth is also key. And honestly, just consistently putting yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations, taking those small steps we were talking about, builds resilience and reinforces that growth mindset. If it was about retraining your brain, really, that makes sense?
How can positive self-talk reduce fear?
Okay, good question. Positive self talk is seriously underrated. It's not about just blindly telling yourself everything's great when it's not. That can feel fake. It's about being kind to yourself, challenging negative thoughts, and reminding yourself of your strengths. When you're facing a fear, your inner critic can really ramp up the anxiety. Positive self talk is like having a little cheerleader in your head, countering that negativity. It can help you feel more confident, more capable, and more resilient. It's about replacing, I'm going to mess this up with, I've handled tough situations before, and I can handle this too. It's about speaking to yourself the way you'd speak to a friend. Do you ever practice positive self talk, or is that something new for you?
What strategies help someone move forward even when afraid?
All right. So you're already feeling the fear, but you want to move forward anyway? Good. That's where things get interesting. One strategy is feel the fear and do it anyway. Sounds cliche, but it's powerful. Acknowledge the fear, accept that it's there, but don't let it paralyze you. Another one is visualization, imagining yourself successfully navigating the challenging situation. It can help build confidence and reduce anxiety. Also, focusing on your values. If the action aligns with what's truly important to you, it can give you the courage to push through the fear. And don't underestimate the power of having a support system. Talking to someone you trust can make a huge difference. Essentially, it's about leaning into the discomfort and reminding yourself why you're doing it. Does one of those strategies stand out to you as particularly helpful?
Yes, Maya, thank you for your time. My one question, uh,
Oh,
what
all
role
right.
does
Well, you're
visualization play in overcoming fear?
okay. So, visualization is super powerful. It's like a mental rehearsal for success. When you vividly imagine yourself successfully navigating a fear inducing situation, seeing it, feeling it, hearing it, you're actually priming your brain for that experience. It creates new neural pathways and reduces the amygdala's reactivity, which is the part of your brain responsible for the fear response. Basically, you're tricking your brain into thinking you've already done it, which makes it less scary when you actually do it. It's also a great way to build confidence and
Okay,
identify
thank you,
potential
Maya, for
challenges
your
so you can.
time and insights, and everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next session.